Often is, what is self-love and how do I love myself more? And isn't it interesting? That seems to be the greatest question we have. And yet it's the most important thing we should know. It's the most important thing we should be taught from the time we're born. But we're not because we don't understand. We don't understand what love is. Love is a mystery to us. For me, self-love is the awareness and acceptance of my wholeness. For you, it's the awareness and acceptance of your wholeness. The more you can accept the fact that you're unique, whole, and perfect, it is from there that you have more to give others. Until you understand this, you'll always be seeking outside of yourself to be fulfilled, and you'll never have enough. That's why most relationships fail. And the ones that are still in place, for the most part, they're just existing. They're not in a state of love because it begins with you. Who you choose as a partner is a person that you decide you want to go on this adventure with. But it's not about them making you whole. It's not about making you complete. It's not about you finding love through them. It's about you loving you more, and then you're able to love them more. And then through your example, they find out that they can love themselves. And the more they love themselves, the more they can love you back. And realize it's a lot easier to say love to someone. I love you. Think about that. I love you. What does it mean to that person? You don't have any idea. But what if you looked that person in the eyes and you said, I accept you just like you are. At this time, with all of your past, all of your history, everything, I accept you. That's love. And why is that love? Here's a simple test. Because when you accept someone, you're accepting all of them, which means you're no longer in a state of judgment. The second you're in a state of judgment where you say, I love them when they do this, I don't love them when they do that, there's judgment. That has nothing to do with love. That's all about liking. Liking and love are different. They're very different. The ideal is here's one, can you accept yourself and like yourself at the same time? Wow, that's powerful. Or are you bashing yourself? Do you think you're not worthy of being liked? Well, let me tell you something. If you don't like being with yourself when you're alone, who do you think would want to be with you? Nobody. Why would anyone want to be with you if you didn't like or love yourself? Maybe it's just because other people are in the same position. The best thing we can do today is start on the transformational journey of self-love. And it's not narcissistic. Don't let people talk to you about that stuff. You can't do anything until you become something. That's it. Patty says, radical self-acceptance is the path to self-love. Well, radical self-acceptance is self-love. There's absolutely no difference. Acceptance is the key. And awareness that you're accepting, that's the greatest key. And how much can you be aware? That's even better, because sometimes we can be aware for a few nanoseconds in the day, but can we become more loving a greater part of the day? One of the things that I'm teaching as part of meditation now is to consciously visualize the infinite heart, the divine heart, whatever you want to call it, God's heart, I don't care. Visualize it above you and visualize yourself drawing that love energy through your crown, through your third eye, through your throat, and into your heart. And now breathe it out from your heart into every cell, the space between the cells, and going out into infinity in all directions. Because you are an infinite expressions of love. So when you can breathe, visually breathe into the heart and then breathe out, oh my God, you're starting to bring love to your life, to your body. You're creating an energy of love. Watch how your body heals. Watch how you attract new people. Watch how you attract different reactions from people. Love is a magnet to anyone who's open to greater love. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm not saying it's a definite, but there are people who are not ready for love yet. Why? I don't know. But it's the same thing as in dealing with an alcoholic. An alcoholic is not going to quit alcohol until they've reached a specific point. Some people say it's their bottom, and then they can come out of it. It's true about self-love because we've been domesticated not to love ourselves from the time we're born. Please, mommy, please, daddy, do this. Good boy, good girl. Bad boy, bad girl. School. No, you weren't good today. You didn't follow the rules. Corporations, do as I say, and I'll reward you with money. How many people have had the money and realized it wasn't enough? The truly happiest, most grounded people in the world are the people who have a greater sense of self-love. Is there anybody that loves himself 100% of the time in human form? I've not met him. I've been all over the world. I've met gurus, teachers all over the world. Somehow, we always, because we have an ego, fall back into judgment. Our job is to stay into love as much as we can and to consciously create a life centered on love. And I'll share with you right now, this is probably the single most important thing. People say, what can we do to change the world? Start by loving yourself. When you do that, then you can love others. But if you don't love yourself, you've got nothing for the world. You can fight against the world, and the world will fight back. I'm afraid that's not love. Today, in about an hour and 20 minutes, I'm going to be doing Agape's Healing Through Love. If you want to join me for a healing session, we have 2 Healies today. You can be a healer. And guess what? What you give, you receive. This will be about a 45-minute experience where I walk you into meditation, into a state of love, and we share love. You can get the link at agapespiritualcenter.com. Go to the calendar. It's all on Zoom. With that, my beautiful ones, know that you are worthy. Self-accept, self-love, and then share it with everyone you know. Until next time, much love and aloha.